Accra wakes up before the sun, before the first rays of light touch the rooftops, before the market women arrange their tomatoes, before the trotro drivers shout their destinations. The city is already moving. Engines rumble, street vendors light charcoal fires, and thousands of people step outside their homes, not to chase dreams, but to chase survival. In a city where life moves fast and bills move even faster, many people work one job, some work two, and the few work until their bodies begin to break. This is the story of one of them, a man named Kofi Boydu, a father, a husband, a man who works two jobs.
One in the day, one when the night comes.
The alarm rings long before the sun rises. His eyes open slowly. For a moment, he forgot where he is. Then reality returns. Another day, another race. His body feels heavy, like it belongs to someone twice his age. But in Accra, tiredness is not an excuse. Bills do not care if you are exhausted. Rent does not care if you slept. And hunger never waits. Kofi's wife, Amma, watches him quietly. She has seen the change over the past year. The dark circles beneath his eyes, the cough that refuses to leave, the way he sometimes sits silently, staring at nothing. But she also knows the truth. Life is expensive. School fees, electricity bills, food, transport, and sometimes dreams must be paid for with exhaustion. So she says nothing. She is simply hunting bread, a small act of love in a house full of sacrifice. By the time the sun rises, Kofi is already on the road. His motorbike weaves through the busy streets of Accra, past church buses, past taxi drivers shouting at pedestrians, past the endless rhythm of a city that never slows down. This is his first job, delivery rider. From Osu to East Legon to Spintex Road, packages, documents, food orders. Sometimes he delivers things worth more than everything inside his house. But that is life. You carry wealth that is not yours, while chasing money you barely keep. By midday, the sun becomes merciless. The air feels thick. Traffic grows heavier. The phone keeps ringing. Another order, another delivery, another race against time. Kofi wipes sweat from his forehead. His body is tired. But tired men do not earn enough, so he keeps moving. Every evening, there is one moment that reminds him why he keeps going. Abena, 6 years old, full of laughter, full of questions, full of dreams she cannot yet understand. She runs toward him as if he's the strongest man in the world. And for a few seconds, Kofi believes it. Because to a child, a father is a hero, even when that hero is barely standing. For most people, night means rest, dinner, television, sleep. But for Kofi, night is only the beginning of his second job, security guard. While the city sleeps, he watches. While the streets grow quiet, he walks. One job feeds the family, the other keeps the lights on. Together, they steal his sleep. The hardest hours are after midnight, when silence fills the streets, when the body begins to demand rest, when the eyes refuse to stay open. Kofi walks slowly around the compound, flashlight shaking in his hand. Some nights, He wonders how long a man can run without stopping. But every time he asks that question, he remembers his daughter's smile and he keeps going. But the human body has limits, limits that no amount of determination can break. Months pass, sleep becomes shorter, fatigue grows heavier, the headaches begin, the dizziness follows. One afternoon, the world begins to spin. Kofi pulls his back to the side of the road. He sits under a tree, trying to convince himself he is fine. But deep down, he already knows the truth. His body is sending warnings, and warnings ignored become consequences. The rain begins after midnight. Thunder shakes the sky. Inside the guard room, Kofi sits quietly, his eyes closed, just for a second, just long enough for his body to surrender. The chair scrapes the floor, then silence. Kofi Boadu collapses, not from weakness, not from laziness, but from exhaustion. The kind of exhaustion only survival can create. At the clinic, the doctor studies his chart. His voice is calm but serious. His blood pressure is dangerously high. His body is running on empty. And if nothing changes, something worse may happen next time. Kofi laughs so. Because in Ghana, many people say the same thing. Life is hard. But the doctor shakes his head. Hard life is not the problem. Ignoring your body is. A week later, the motorbike still starts each morning, but the security uniform stays in the closet. The second job is gone. Money will be tighter, but something more important has returned. Time. Time to breathe. Time to sit quietly. Time to watch the sunset with the people who matter most. Abena runs ahead outside holding a drawing. Kofi lifts her into the air. For the first time in months, his smile is real. In cities like Accra, millions of people wake before the sun. They work, they sacrifice, they endure. But sometimes, the greatest victory is not working harder. It's knowing when to stop. Because money can rebuild many things. But once health is gone, everything else becomes meaningless. And in the end, the people who love you do not need a hero who never rests. They simply need you alive.
He's living between two suns, one in the day, one when the night comes, running so hard, but he's coming undone, trying to win.